can somebody tell me, anybody here, what are some of the key words that I need to find the vertex? What are some key words for vertex? Okay, go ahead. Maximum, minimum, anything else? That's it? Highest or the highest or lowest, things like that, okay? So if you hear a word saying, sorry to keep bugging you, Caleb. Caleb kicks the ball, how high does it go? Okay, right, that would be the vertex for that. Or Spider-Man swings on a web, how low does he fall? Or Spider-Man swings on a web, what's the lowest point? That'd be that. When would you use the quadratic formula? What would be some of the key words for that? Yeah. The ground would be a good one. Okay, right. When does the ball hit the ground? Good. What else? Another word. Yeah. Initial height is not really quadratic formula. Go for that. It'd be something like when. Okay, so you'd be solving for your time. So that's sort of the key thing. Okay, what would initial height be? What's the initial height on a graph? Y-intercept. Good. Okay. So let's take a second. Hopefully everyone scribble these down. I'm going to slowly take these up here. Actually, I'm going to pause and give you, Megan, about 3 or 4 minutes to try these out, and everyone else. Okay. Because I know everyone got it down during the, because I didn't have it on the board there. So take a minute. Definitely see you tomorrow. All right. Again, this one I consider to be the standard type of word problem because I gave you the equation. All right. So can someone be brave and let me know how to find the initial height of the ball? Jana, go ahead.
0.
Right. And so what happened this morning when I was going through this? Somebody was asking me, actually I think it was you, I think, how do you know which one's X and which one's Y in your graph and all that sort of stuff? We have to think, first of all, I tell you, this sort of looks like Y equals something X squared plus something X minus 1, right? Or sorry, plus 1. Also, when you think of how the ball's going to go, which one's going to be the Y? Height or time? Height, right? Because like the ball is going to go up like that, all right? So since T equals 0, I'm going to do that. I'm going to say H equals negative 4.9 times 0 squared plus 7.35 times 0 plus 1. H equals 1. You should also please give me a suitable therefore statement. Could someone be brave and give me a wonderful therefore statement for this? And that's probably pretty accurate. Where do you shoot from, Billy? Where should you shoot from up here? Let's pretend to shoot from right here. Okay, that's one in your eyes. There you go. All right, so here's the next part. It says, when is the ball above 2 meters? Okay. Yeah, Molly, go ahead. Good, very good. How am I going to do this and make this work? Okay, good. So we're going to say excellent. We're going to say set H equals 2 meters. So you're going to solve the equation. 2 equals negative 4.9 t squared is 7.35. Excuse me, is that right for an equation? Okay. I could go in this place. Spencer, it's up to you. How do you solve that equation? Is there like square roots and like dividing and what is it? Very good. Yeah, so it's going to say 0 equals negative 4.9 t squared plus 7.35 t minus 1. Now remember when you do this, again, for quad formula, decimals are okay. That's why they invented quad formula, was to put horrible messes in your calculator. You guys will read calculators tomorrow. Okay. All right, so Lindsay, can you recite the quadratic formula and tell me what A and B and C is, please? And when I was going through your tests and your midterms and stuff like that, like you guys were pros at like the individual skills of completing the square and quadratic formula, right? So this year is just meant to be the application of that stuff. Calvin, can you sub some numbers in for me, please? Oh my goodness, hold on a second. I'll do this first. Give me the numbers here in a second. Sorry, go ahead. Negative 7.35 plus or minus. 4.0225. Minus 19.6. have to go to the next board here because I'm just kidding myself. Okay, this is just calculator work so far. Are we feeling okay with that? Let's just sub the numbers in, that's all it is. All right, Megan, can you please tell me what 54.025 minus 19.6 is, please? 34.42, a little slower here, what's that? 34.4225, is that what you said? Okay. And you can see why me as a math teacher loves this question, because I'm going to get everything in it. We're going to talk about maximums here in a second. All right. Now, I split it apart right there. Now, on people's midterms and tests and stuff like that, remember you got to take the square root of that. So what a lot of people do, they just stopped and just did plus 34.4225. That's right. You get the square root of 34.4225, please? 5.85, and we're assuming there's more decimals there, right? Negative 9.8. Okay. All right, Natalie, can you tell me what negative 7.35 plus 5.85 divided by negative 9.8 is, please?
0.5.
Okay. Or second, please?
Actually, there's
1.39.
5.
Okay, why does it make sense when Bailey shoots that there would be two heights, 2 times and it hits 2 meters? Go ahead.
Because from 2 centimeter times the ball will be about 2 meters.
Yeah. If you think of the way the ball's going to go, and I'm going to use this chalk brush as an example, Bailey's going to shoot it, it's going to hit at 0.5, one, then go up, and then come down again, right? And if you know anything about basketball, right, if you want to get the basket in, it's 2 meters, you got to get above the ball above the net, right? So it's okay to be 2. So if I wanted to have a suitable therefore statement, what's the beautiful therefore statement going to be for this?
Oh, I did it wrong. Sorry. X for the left side. X equals 0.5.
Somebody can confirm that?
Yeah.
How no one's telling me these answers then? Someone thinks that she's right all the time, you're right. 0.15. Are we good now? Okay, that's all right. Are we good now? Yes? Okay, great. So what is, somebody give me a suitable therefore statement. Yeah, now go ahead.
Something like therefore between 0.15 meters, the ball is 2 meters.
Right. That's a very high, this is going to be a high shot you took, Billy. Okay, but that's okay. All right. So 0.15 seconds going to hit, and then it's going to shoot way up. Like, think of the balls in the air for 1 second. That doesn't sound like a lot, but like, think of gravity works. It's a long time. Okay, but we'll deal with this in a second. Okay, are people feeling okay with this? It's just quad form. The nice thing with these questions, once you get them set up, they just fall right into place, right? Okay, for that. All right, Emily, you're up next. What is the maximum height of the ball? I'm going to the page here. Correct this one with you on that. All right, so Emily. Goodness gracious me. All right, coming back here. All right, so Emily, what I'm trying to ask you, oh my goodness, I'm having a really hard time. There we go. What is the maximum height of the ball? How would you find the maximum, please?
Complete the square.
Complete the square, very good. So I'm going to write the equation first, so you're going to be the first step. The equation should have been h equals negative 4.9 t squared plus 7.35 t plus 1. Now this looks awful. Hopefully it's not that bad after the first step. Can you give me the first step, please? Go ahead.
You did the thing where you put negative 4.9 outside bracket,
Yeah.
and then t squared minus 1.5 t plus bracket plus 1.
Very good. Okay. And that worked out to exactly 1.5. I tried to have a nice answer for that. Now, a thing to remember that a lot of people forget was, remember, this has to flip its sign, because, right, like a negative times a negative change to positive 7.35. All right, Lex, what do we do next, please?
You take negative 1.5 and
Alright, that should be negative 0.75 squared. Oh, yeah. Did I say that out loud? I can't wait till I get you guys in grade 11. If I do, we'll be using fractions for this. Okay, because that's a mess. 9 over 16 is much nicer. Alright, Liam, what do you do next, please? Yeah, so I take the box number and add and subtract it. So it's going to h equals negative 4.9 t squared minus 1.5 t plus 0.5625 minus 0.5625 plus 1. Alright, Noah, what happens now, please?
Negative that.
Okay. Do the calculator if you want by negative 4.9 times that one. Sorry.
2.75625.
Oh boy. Really? Yeah, is that right? Someone confirm that? I don't doubt it, but sorry, it's a mess now. Alright, Jessica, what's my final answer then? Go ahead.
H equals negative 4.9 bracket 2 minus 0.75 bracket squared plus 3.7565 minus rounding to
3.76. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, great. So, Alistair, what is the maximum height of the ball going to be?
3.76 meters.
Great. Therefore, the maximum height of the ball. That's a pretty good shot there. Therefore, the maximum height of the ball is 3.7. Again, that's going to be the y coordinate. The x coordinate would be like your time, because that goes to the t. The other part's going to be your h. So, no, what I could, if I ask that, that's fine. I'll ask in this case is for the height. If you like, that's actually, if you put it in there, that won't be wrong. What will be wrong if you say the maximum height is this comma this? Like I'll take off out more after that, right? But if you use it in words, I can live with that, right? Okay, is this coming back to people? I hope. Yes. Okay, letter D. What's the height of the ball after 1.2 seconds? This is horribly complicated, right?
Yeah.
Jasmine? What do we do for this one? So t equals 1.2. So it's going to be h equals negative 4.9, 1.2 squared plus 7.35 times 1.2 plus 1. They don't work that out because I don't want to do the whole calculus thing. They don't work that one out. How many did you get that clear?
Minus 5.88
Okay.
plus 8.82 minus 1.
I can't do that in my head.
Is it 3.94?
So I can do it. I trust you. What? So be careful there. What is the turn? I don't know. I don't get that shot.
7.056 plus 8.8.
Oh, negative 0.75. This one's wrong?
Negative 7, yeah.
What was it? Negative 7?
0.056.
Are we doing Solomon's step?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think maybe just make sure you square that first, like 1.2 square, that might have been what happened.
It's negative 7.
Okay. And then that turns into, I can't do that in my head, 2.76? Is that right?
Yep.
Therefore, the ball is 2.76 meters. And there'll be a question like this, and again, back to what Alyssa said at the beginning of the class here, okay? For some of these questions, I'm just estimating here, okay? I didn't actually make a mathematical model of Bailey's shooting on the basketball team, okay, right? So this is just an estimate for these things. If you get numbers that are wonky, check your maths to make sure you make a small plus or minus mistake. But if you end up with a bottle of water that costs $43, you sort of have to go with it a little bit, okay? All right, I'm going to pause on this. Do you guys, can I get everyone to close your eyes for one quick sec? You have two options. Humiliate.